For people who want to know what is the KeithAndrewNetwork, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, so prove them and still amount to something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KeithAndrewNetwork. It is the 9-year anniversary. That's right, add it to your calendar. June 10th of every year is the official date of the KeithAndrewNetwork. Today, we're going to hear from our guests who's been on the talk show not once, not twice, but 3 times or more, and they're more than welcome to be back multiple times, break that record of 3 times. Each person has between 2 minutes, 2 and 3 minutes, freedom of speech, self-expression. They will say what they like about me, freedom of speech. You can say anything you want, and that's what the KeithAndrewNetwork's about. But one thing I do want to say real fast, whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a work disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. To prove them and stem out something. So hashtag break the labels. And first who guests I'm going to start off is the beautiful and talented Anne. You know, how many times have you been on the KeithAndrewNetwork? And what is your impression of the KeithAndrewNetwork?
Hi Keith, thanks for having me. This is so much fun. You must be so excited to have 9 years under your belt. I've been on your show 3-4 times, I think, and every time has been a really good time. You're an excellent host. You ask very intuitive questions. You never let the conversation lag. It's been a lot of fun. I've been on with other guests, and it's been fun getting to know other people as well. And if I think I forgot to introduce myself, so now you're just guessing who I am. My name is Ann Richardson. I am a professional audiobook narrator, and that's about it. I just sit in this little teeny box all day and I read out loud. I play all the parts. And Keith, so I need to ask you, aside from your show, do you have any hobbies?
I was thinking, why not do something that's interactive? Why not do something that, you promote working together, you're promoting people being in shape, and just bringing people together. So pretty much, I do voiceovers for Dumbo Buck, the Human Pyramid Challenge. I try so many ideas, and the reason for that is saying, hey, if you're watching the KeithAndrewNetwork and you don't like my interview styles, and I have interviewed almost close to 1,000 people, professional wrestlers, people with disabilities, people without disabilities. If that's not your fancy, okay, fine. But there's more content that I can offer you. So an alternative is, hey, let's see some voiceovers. Let's do some circus acts. It isn't just black and white. He has a disability. It's not just about disabilities. The KeithAndrewNetwork is a network of entertainment. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring you entertainment in any form. That's what I want to do. And I hope that answers your question.
Very interesting. You're very ambitious and you have a ton of energy. So I admire that. Keep going.
My turn. Okay, so my dream has been a James Bond girl. My acting, no matter what. I mean, I know a lot of people say I'm crazy, but when I think of all these stories about people making it, how they didn't give up. Look at you. You're a beautiful example how people say, oh, you know, disability, no one can do with it. You proved it wrong, which to me is, that keeps people going and think, well, look at him. He can do it. And the one thing I've always wondered, I've noticed on Facebook, you've had some difficulties with some guests they say they're going to be on, and now it's when they say they're aging, that something prevented them, or some had really bad attitudes for where they weren't kind to you. And I loved how you responded, how you pointedly blank, they agreed to this, and yet they dodged you, didn't come through for you. And when, that just tells me you came through for them, but you were up, you did better than them, because most people, they just dropped out. They couldn't take up the challenge of seeing someone like you show them that even with the disability you can still do it. To me, that's inspirational. So keep going.
I'm Trisha Fox, and I do acting and voiceover work, and my husband and I, we have a graphic design business, and we do filmmaking. And I just really connect with what you're saying and your whole message. I have family members also that have learning disabilities, and I've also been connected a lot with the deaf community and learning ASL, and I love a lot of the perspective of the deaf community, that they don't feel like they have a disability, and they're like, we can do everything that you can do except for here. Yeah. And so they figure out everything that they can do, and how do you make it work. And I love that mentality so much, because I think it's so much of in anyone's mind, whether you're disabled or not, is based on your mentality first, on if you can do it or you can't. And even I mentioned this when we had our first interview with you, that there was a guy that came to my school, a motivational speaker, and he was in a wheelchair, and he said, okay, I know you guys are going to go home and you're going to tell your parents that you met this really cool guy that had a handicap, and he's like, so I wanted to make sure I bring my handicap. And he pulled out his cap and he put it on, and he's like, this is the only handicap that I have. And I just love that perspective, that and if people that have a disability, if they can do things, then it makes it so inspirational. Like, if people that don't have a disability, like, what's your excuse? What's keeping you back from doing it? So I just love the whole message.
Yep, that's awesome. And my name is Mike Fox, and everything. And by the way, I saw the deaf applause down there. So it's an inspiration to connect with you, Keith. And one thing I want to give props for is how your whole message to others and yourself included is that no matter where you're at, you're inspiring to succeed, which is of course our daughter's logo, for what she does. But it's inspiring others to succeed, because no matter where you came from, you can succeed yourself. Again, my name is Mike Fox. I am a designer, been in the creative space for about 20 plus years. And I'm a filmmaker, a multi-award winning filmmaker, director, producer, and writer. And I do professional character voiceover. And we have our feature film on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and IMDb TV right now. It's called The Box in the Basement. So if you get a chance to check it out. But we do, it resonates with us, what you're about and what you're doing with other people. And, we appreciate that, so, and we talked just a little bit about, even the filmmaking side, since I'm a filmmaker, on how to move forward on showing that, because it's not represented enough, I feel. Those that have setbacks or, things that they're overcoming, it's always the perfect people kind of thing. And, really, and those of us that are, what we consider the norm, we're like the heroes, because this is how reality is. And you can overcome and be a success if you put your mind to it and you work hard and you don't give up and you persevere. And so I really appreciate that about you. And, keep on, like they said, keep on going, and, see you on the top kind of thing. So, congrats.
I'm Ariana Fox. Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely everything my parents said, I totally agree. I think it's amazing. What I really love is what really resonated with me is what you said about not letting, these labels, sort of dictate who you are and your identity and what you can and can't do. Because I see some people, some people who have disabilities who, instead of doing anything, great, they just use that as an excuse to just not do anything. And then I see people like yourself who are amazing, and they do stuff that, they don't let their disabilities label them or, you know, or anything of that sort. So I really, really love that. That really resonated with me to, you know, don't, what other people say about you, you know, diagnosis, any of that. It's the important thing is that, like my daddy said, you work hard, you persevere, you keep going. And I really love that so much. And I love your network, the whole idea behind it and everything. It's great. By the way, congratulations on 9 years, because that is epic.
So my name is Nicole. I am here to support you today, Keith, because as a fellow person with learning disabilities, I know how hard it can be in this world. At birth, I was diagnosed with dyslexia, and after high school, I was diagnosed with ADHD. And once I finally got the proper help I needed, I finally realized my full potential. And today I am a CPA and enjoying life, living my best life. So I resonate with you and I congratulate you on 9 years, because that is quite an accomplishment. And I think it's absolutely amazing that somebody else was able to persevere, not just me, with these disabilities, and really make something of yourself. Congrats.
Oh gosh, it was just a really quick invitation. So my opinion is people right now that are doing this, and congratulations to that again. I do have a little bit of disability, so it's hard for me as well to get on shows stuff as well as kids and things. Some people see me as normal or not, but I'm so glad that you had me invited me. I have had, I've been on Battle Angel, Belinda, and other movies, so I was very blessed.
Hi, Keith. Wow, I'm really happy to be here, and I've been writing you notes. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I was one of his first guests, and I think we were screwing up all over the place. But I remember we had fun. Then we lost contact. I don't know what happened. I guess through technology or something. And then I heard from him again, and I went, "Oh my God, it's Keith!" And then I saw his photograph. I went, "Oh my God!" And I wrote him a note, and I said, "You look so handsome. You look so great. You look fantastic." And I know, and I'm just so proud of you. And I put it on Instagram because I'm an Instagram girl. And I gave you publicity on Instagram because I want to do everything I can to support you. And I'm an actor from Los Angeles. I'm also a producer of an award-winning short film that won 11 festivals. You know, I guess we're supposed to toot our own horn, right? But that's what I do. That's not who I am. This coming Sunday, I volunteer for the homeless, and next Sunday I do the same. Sometimes I cook for 75 people, and I'm also a professional obedience dog trainer with clients that read like Who's Who, the celebrities, but not just that, the states, other countries, and say I've got a dog, and I help them with their, I can't train on hand, but I help them with their dog as far as behavioral problems. So that's who I am. And is your first name Richard?
Ricky.
Oh,
Rick. Rick.
Rick, okay, because my beautiful husband that went to heaven 3 years ago, his name was Richard. And when I would say, love things to him, I would call him Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. So all of my friends, none of my friends called him Rick. Those who loved him and knew him called him Ricky. So I thank you, but I do have to leave at 6 o'clock to finish getting ready. So don't take it personally, Keith.
No, absolutely, I understand. But what we're going to do now is, because the timer's counting down, we're going to take a quick commercial break. For people who had their time, I really appreciate you taking the time to be a guest on my talk show. For those people who have not, when we come back from the commercial break, we're going to hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the commercial break. The following, it's brought to you by the KeithAndrewNetWork, available on all social medias. With that being said, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, make sure to like and subscribe to the KeithAndrewNetWork. It's available everywhere. And also, the following is brought to you by disabilities. Disabilities do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. That being said, so next, the first guest we're going to start off with is from the United Kingdom. So I know it's 1 a.m. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here, innit? I remember when you mentioned in the last, there's some noise there. I remember the last show that I was on. You mentioned about this anniversary thing happening, and I made sure that I'd be available by hook or by crook. So you know what I mean. So I'm glad to be here. So who I am? I'm Daniel Oko. I'm a theatre, film, and voice actor based in London. Right now, I'd say I'm at the very beginning of my career. Just trying to chase opportunities, trying to get whatever I can, really, just to build up my skills. And hopefully, I start working more consistently, professionally. And yeah, that's really my big goal, really. And the number one thing that I would say that I appreciate about Keith is when I was on Facebook initially, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing on there, to be honest. I was just I had a professional account, but I didn't really know what to really do with it. And I was just adding, people in the entertainment industry, but I wasn't really doing much with it. And I remember I came across Keith, and I added him, and he messaged me just out of the blue. He seemed very friendly, and he messaged me saying that he wants to interview me. And I was just thinking, well, I haven't really done much in my career yet. I was thinking it's like I'm not the most interesting person to be interviewed, but because it was an opportunity for me, I was like, I might as well take it. You know what I mean? I have to take it. Whatever things is put in front of me, I'm gonna take it. And I really appreciated that. Keith was just able to just see this dude, just reach out to them in a very friendly manner, and just have them on the show. Liaise with new people in the industry, and just being a very helpful guy. And and also you're a fan of professional wrestling as well. I know that there's not many fans of professional wrestling out there. I like my Attitude Era WWF things, so that's definitely something that I admire you as well for. And that's what I'll say.
It's a pleasure. I enjoy it, tell you the truth. I just say everything's gonna be spontaneous because, like you said, you wait to the last minute, so everything is like on the cuff, no practice or nothing. So is it my turn or is it still somebody? Hey. My name is Rick Branch, and I am an actor going on, I guess, 8 years now. And this is my 5th time being with Keith. First time was in 2017, and this is my 4th time this year. So I appreciate the opportunity. He keep calling on me, even though it's at the last minute. But still, I'm excited because when they stop calling is when you should start worrying. But I'm glad to be on here because, one, he gives me a platform, which shame on all the other folks that I tried to solicit for them to join, because this is like a gold mine. This is a coal. Because a lot of people throw away a chunk of coal, but people don't realize coal turns to diamonds. It's like right now, I just saw some people who are in voiceover. And even though I'm acting, one day I want to do a voiceover because I look at these cartoons and I hear voices, and I can hear a cartoon right now. I say, I know who that is. And that's fascinating because me being from the South, I don't hear a whole lot of Southern accents on television as far as cartoons or other voices. Hey, I would like to do that someday. And networking is what's the word I'm looking for? Networking is I can't think of the word right now, but people don't realize how wonderful it is to meet somebody that you're meeting for free, sitting in your living room for free, and you don't know where these bridges can connect because people out there who I don't know yet know people who I don't know, but they know me now and they can pimp my name out, and that's exciting. That's valuable. And I hope one day that I get to tell all my folks and friends on Instagram and Facebook that, hey, because I sat here and got in front of my camera for 30 minutes and just spoke and listened, other people reached out to me and said, I heard about you speaking and listening, and somebody dropped your name. Are you interested in this? And because as soon as that happened, I'm going to tell everybody on Facebook and Instagram, I just got this because I sat in a 30-minute conversation and talked to strangers for free. And now my name is getting spread all over the country because I just met somebody from California, and I'm not sure where the Foxes are from. Where y'all from?
Delaware.
Okay, Delaware. And see, and here I am in Pennsylvania. I met people from.
Okay, I was gonna ask where you're at, because if you shoot over an email to me, since you're an actor.
Okay, appreciate that. I will definitely do that. I just met somebody from the United Kingdom. I would never thought we'd be talking to people all across the pond, like they say in England, across the pond, and from California. This is very powerful stuff that we're doing now, and people lost out on this chance. God knows, and Keith will tell you that I sent the email out to pimp him out there to say, y'all need to join this, if not just for the networking possibility, if nothing else. And I don't want to go over my 2 minutes, but again, I appreciate the opportunity that Keith have done to give me a platform. And right now, people may look at you and think you a piece of coal, but hey, little Michael Jackson was just little Michael Jackson with the Jackson 5, and look what happened to him, because he had to start somewhere. And Keith, you on the road, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And like I heard several times, labels don't mean nothing. You be you. Do what you got to do and prove them wrong. Thank you, everybody. And nice meeting the Foxes. And nice meeting everybody else that I met. And I will continue listening. And let's go for 6 time. Next time, Keith, hey, you can call me at the last minute. I'm going to ask you what I'm doing. But you call me at the last minute. All right.
Kindly, we agreed. And it was a very nice interview. I think as years progressed, the second one, I think it actually improved, to be honest. Because I know that you were a little bit more focused on, what you wanted to ask. And even now you're very focused as well on what you would like to have received. And I feel like it'll only get better as time progresses as well.
My name is actually Bayan, and I'm basically an actor. Now I'm also doing producing, and it's that now I'm working on, not working on, it's like get casted into an independent film related to Harry Potter. It's from, well, my friend is creating it, but he thinks it's gonna be like end of next year. He will he will start casting, not starting producing, start putting things together, and since he only picked me as like one of his actor, and it's all thanks to like not you. It's not nothing you have nothing to do with it, but you give me a idea of like go to different network, talk with different people, and you start to give me the idea of like unintentionally, like I go network, I go meet people, because that producer is I meet through different networks, and usually as a beginner, like with all the theater experience, I won't have that chance even to get casted right as a lead for a film, but I got that. I just think it's really like, like for me, I just think it has nothing to do with, like anything to be possible. You just,
Oh, absolutely. Now, wrapping up the Keith Andrew Network, it was a real honor and privilege having every single person with us in the 10-year anniversary of the Keith Andrew Network. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Keith Andrew Network, available on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all social medias. Until we meet again, thank you and have a good night.